Yeah, okay, start that again.
Okay. I'm gonna call the meeting to order. 6 o'clock, let's start with the flag salute, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. Can I get a roll call, please?
Commissioner Layton? Here. Commissioner Carberry?
Is excused.
Commissioner Irons?
Present.
Chair Barisi? You're expecting. Commissioner Jones?
Yes.
Commissioner Connell?
Is excused.
Commissioner Tonight?
Here.
Okay. We have a public hearing tonight, over conditional use permit, CUP 25-5001. ACOM Consulting. I'm gonna call the public hearing to order. Alright, conditional use permit, CUP 25-000001. ACOM Consulting Inc. for Verizon Wireless, applicant and the city of Boardman owner. Property is described as tax lot 2900 of Assessor's Map 4 North, 25 East, 09 Charles Boulevard, and is zoned commercial. The request is to allow placement of a wireless communication equipment on the city's water tower. Criteria for approval are found at the Boardman Development Code, Chapter 4.4, conditional use permits, along with standards in Chapter 2.2, commercial, and Chapter 3, design standards. It is being processed as a Type 3 decision. The public hearing this evening will be conducted as follows. Staff report, public testimony in the following order. Applicant, any testimony in support of the application, any testimony opposing the application, any neutral testimony, and the applicant's rebuttal if there is any. We will then close the public testimony. After the record is closed for testimony, no other testimony will be heard from anyone unless the planning commission has a specific question. The planning commission may ask questions of staff, after which the planning commission will discuss the matter and make a decision. The planning commission may make a final decision tonight, or the matter may be continued to a time and date certain in the future. If the matter is continued, this will be the only notice of that time and date you will receive. If you wish to speak, please fill out a testimony form and submit it to the planning official. I will recognize those people who wish to speak. Any questions should be addressed through me. Please state both your name and address for the record when you come to the podium, as the hearing is being recorded. Please keep testimony concise and to the point. Testimony should be on the action under consideration and address the substantive criteria. The criteria that apply to the decision are listed in the staff report. Testimony on other issues will be rejected and not considered by the planning commission. Failure to raise an issue in sufficient detail to allow the planning commission and the parties the ability to respond to the issue prohibits an appeal to the Land Use Board of Appeals based on that issue. Similarly, failure to raise constitutional or other issues regarding any conditions of approval in sufficient detail to allow planning commission to respond to the issue prohibits a lawsuit in circuit court on that basis. Now, I ask the members of the planning commission to disclose any ex parte contacts, bias, or conflicts of interest. Please indicate the nature and extent of the ex parte contact, bias, or conflict of interest, and indicate whether you intend to participate or abstain from the meeting.
Other than most of us are Verizon customers.
I am,
Yeah.
but I think
we'll be okay.
we'll be okay.
No, not here.
Does anyone in the audience wish to challenge the planning commissioner's impartiality? Hearing none. Planning official Carla McLean will now present the staff report.
So let's have the record also reflect that Zach Barisi, chair, did arrive during the reading of all of that. So I'm gonna make this presentation of the staff report pretty short and sweet. And I'm gonna kind of tell you why we're here and then kind of conclude at that point in time. We received a request from, the consulting firm working on behalf of Verizon to make an adjustment to the telecommunications equipment that is already installed on the water tower. The franchise agreement that we entered into with Verizon is probably 10 years ago, plus or minus. I don't remember the exact date when all of this went in. We went back to determine if the original permitting had ever occurred. And the zone for this type of equipment requires a conditional use permit. We could find no record that original permit had ever been issued. So to cure that, we asked them to make application for the conditional use permit so that we can, check the box that the actual permit was issued for that equipment to be established on there. Once this is done, we will approve the changes that they're wanting to make with that equipment up there. That's really how we got to this point. It is installed. If it wasn't installed to some standard, it's happened. We're not gonna go back and fix anything if it's not been done correctly. But what we can tell from what they submitted and the review we've done, it met the standards then, it meets the standards now. This really is about just making sure that the proper permit is in place to authorize the use. So, I really simplified the staff report. I didn't put a lot of, you've seen some staff reports recently that have a lot of that detail around the chapter 2 provisions, the chapter 3 provisions. I really just skimmed over that because it was like, there's 4 conditional use permit criteria. That's what we looked at. We looked at it pretty high level and said, yes. It's not a consumer of public facilities. They don't have a water connection. They don't have a wastewater connection. They do have a power connection. They have access to the site. The lease is in place. The franchise agreement is in place. So we've kind of looked at it and all the boxes are checked. So, we'll go through the public hearing process, ask the applicant to testify, but I really don't have much more to say than that.
Yeah, the only question that I would have had is, does it meet the current code? Because it would be an awfully good time to make sure we're current, but it does, so.
Yeah, it does.
Well, that would be my only question.
Yep.
And my subsequent question is the fees. Have the fees been updated? Because I know that when I was on city council, we talked about increasing the fee that they paid for that.
The franchise fee.
Yeah.
So what I will say is that we have gone through a process to transfer all of our franchises to right-of-way licenses, with the exception of this one, because this one actually has to be retained as a franchise. Because it's not in the right-of-way, it's actually on our water tower. So it will continue to be a franchise agreement, and as I understand, they are current. But again, that's not a land use issue specifically, it's a different compliance issue. Yeah. Sam, are you handing the reins and gavel over to Zach?
Yes.
Okay.
He's okay with that. Again, apologies for being late, stuck on the off ramp for quite a while.
Oh.
Very classic Boardman traffic at 6 o'clock. Okay, so staff report, do we have any correspondence on this?
Nope.
Okay. Public testimony time.
Yes, and the applicant is on Zoom.
Okay, does the applicant, is it
It's Tammy.
Tammy? Tammy, hello, my name's Zach. Do you have anything that you would like to share? As far as any testimony?
No, I don't. I want to thank you, staff, for doing this. When I reviewed the lease agreement, I saw that the city is the landlord. And so out of courtesy, I reached out to the city for approval. And when I reviewed the agreement, it says consent is required unless it's a like for like type of modification, which I was proposing at the time. And then when I reviewed it again, it says we have a lease agreement, so the city is getting rent as well as the fee from the franchise. Other than that, I don't have anything else to add.
Thank you for joining tonight, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anyone else who wishes to speak in favor of the application? I don't think there's anyone else in the audience, is there? Okay, so we got no one to speak, for that. And I'm assuming, Timmy, you don't want to speak against the application as the applicant? And, I was asked if there's any new testimony. I know we don't have anyone else in the audience. And so no rebuttal will be needed. So the public testimony portion of the hearing is gonna be closed at this time. 11, not bad. So there are no questions raised for staff, and there was nothing else, right, Carla?
Yeah, thank you. Have a
Yeah,
good
thank you, Tim.
evening.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Okay.
Any questions from the planning commission that haven't been addressed that we already asked? So I do not have any, I only have the one, so I'm good. Does anyone want to have any discussion? Please take a moment. There,
It's already there, so.
yeah,
Why not just approve
I just want
it?
to call it out, yeah. Okay, so, with no discussion, would entertain a motion at this time, and it would either be. You're looking to.
I got you.
Perfect, okay,
I move to approve conditional use permit CUP 25-5001 as presented.
second,
Go for it, you go.
okay, okay, so,
Okay, Stan made the motion. Who was the second? Just both of us. Oh, we're gonna flip a coin.
I heard them literally both at the same time.
I think so.
I put Jennifer down.
Okay.
All right, so Jennifer, the official second on the motion, so we have a motion in a second, so that is, for the record, to approve the CUP 25-000001 decision. Conditional use permit as presented. Let's take a vote.
Just do a voice vote.
I really love voice votes. All those in favor signify with aye.
Hi.
Aye.
All those opposed, thank you, Reagan. All those opposed, nay? Hearing no nays, we have 5-0, it sounds like. Perfect, okay. So that's done, okay. What else do we have? That's on public hearing, right?
Yep.
Okay. Are there any other updates?
So, the planning official, update or, update that I do for the city council, the last one from the end of July for the August meeting is in your packet. My one big request is for all of you to be at the Fort tomorrow, next Tuesday at 5:30 for this. This packet has been posted. If you head to the meetings page, it's there under the joint city council workshop.
It's a city county workshop.
It's the city and county planning commissions and elected bodies joint workshop for the TSP. And if you're wondering why, it's because the county has to co-adopt this, because it is applicable in our urban growth area. So we apply it in the city, they apply it in our urban growth, within our urban growth boundary, the portion they have jurisdictional authority over. So they do have to co-adopt it so they can do that. So, I don't need a quorum, but I'd like as many of you to come next Tuesday as possibly can. It is a workshop. It is not like a full, it's not a hearing. But it's a workshop and it's gonna be your first real introduction to this. So there's been 2 other, city workshops on this, but this will be the first one that the county gets to see it as well. There will be an opportunity for public comment, so if you know anybody who is impassioned about transportation issues, drive them to the website to take a look at it and then do come with questions and comments. It's set up to have up to 30 minutes of public comment on the agenda at 3 minutes a person. I'm hoping if we have a lot of people there and there's enough time that we'll just take comment until we don't have any more, but if we need to control it, we'll do it as needed. As you look at this, and if you have questions, jot them down, reach out to me, bring your questions that night. The mayor will open the meeting, he'll pass the baton briefly to me, and I will introduce the consultant team, and they'll basically run the show. So they will be talking about the actual draft TSP, but there'll also be somebody there with the sub-consultant that's doing the code, proposed code amendments as well. Our code is not horribly out of date, but there are some problems in our development code relative to our compliance with the transportation planning rule. So it's a really big packet. I mean, it's 100 pages. I think when I went to print it, say 109 pages or something. 25 of those is the PowerPoint presentation. The draft TSP is about 40 pages. There's 7 pages of figures. Do look at those figures. And then the memo about the code changes is really planner heavy. And so when you look at that, I anticipate you're gonna glaze over pretty fast, but do look at the TSP part. It's actually written really well. I was really pleased with how the draft TSP came out.
And where's this at again?
So you can, I sent an email to your city email. And I guess the other question I have is, are you guys all getting your city email okay?
I'm not going to the city email anymore. Last time I went, I got a huge virus, wiped out my computer. So if you just text me and I'll go, yeah, I'll use one of my crap computers to go to it every once in a while, but I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, and I still don't have a city email, so.
So Ragna and Jennifer, I will reach out to IT and get you guys connected so you can get to your city email again. Zach, will you-
David, or do you have issues too?
I have issues too.
Oh.
yeah, Jennifer and Ragna both.
I'm just not gonna use it.
Oh.
I just go to the
I have-
website and click on the agenda and read it.
Oh, you're good,
Okay,
okay,
no, okay, yeah.
okay, cool. I provided you with the update, so if there's anything, any questions you have on what's going on, we continue to be busy. And, so there's just lots going on. The TSP, we're getting to a point where that's gonna move into the public hearings process. The EOA is gonna move into the public hearings process fairly soon. The housing capacity analysis, we're gonna get started on fairly soon. The Parks Master Plan, we've just delayed PAC meeting number 5. We'll hopefully schedule that at the end of September, but we're getting closer to a draft Parks Master Plan, so we'll be working to adopt that at some point in the not too distant future. And then, of course, tonight, we're doing a big community outreach on our comprehensive plan and development code. So things are moving along. I think we're having fun, and you can now soon, not quite yet, but soon, have chickens in the city of Boardman. Yes, that will get. They've already approved that one, right? They did the ordinance, yes, and it'll be effective here in another couple weeks. So no roosters, hens only, and no more than 6.
Oh, good, Captain.
But, and we're not doing enforcement unless there is an odor or a noise issue, so. At large, we're not chasing at large.
It's a question of Art Travis.
Yes, it will be interesting.
That chicken.
It will be interesting. So anyway, I said 20 minutes. We're at about 20 something. No, we're at 19. I'm so good. I have 1 minute to go. So that's all I have for tonight. But before you all depart, I do have a staff update I would like to provide outside of the meeting.
Okay, all right, perfect. We can move into public comment time. Is that no one in the meeting?
There is no one in the meeting.
Okay, seeing no public in front of us, we can just skip public comment because there's no public present. Any comments from the commission? I would just like to again apologize for being late, especially to Sam. Apologies. That's all I got here for. Otherwise, we can adjourn.
Thank you.